What's up, everybody? Welcome to the last episode of the 11.7 podcast before the 2024 season. I'm joined here with my boy Dimitri and Jack as we preview the weekend and give a little bit of a taste to what to expect the rest of the season. We're also going to talk about the 7 tournaments going on, and I'll share my screen here on the YouTube because I want to shout out Friday Starters for putting it all together here in just a second. We're also going to make our College World Series picks. And when I say College World Series picks, I mean who's going to win the College World Series this year, since we didn't do that last week. And last but not least, we'll go through our 6 weekend series for our Pick'em and Survivor contest. If you guys haven't signed up already, it's through our Patreon. It's a lot of fun. I think we have over 100 people already signed up as of right now. And we talked about it a little bit on last episode, but let's kind of make it more clear to the audience so that they know what they're getting into. Um, I guess I can summarize it pretty quickly. It's a season long contest where you're picking the winner of the 6 series that we put out every single week, um, and who's going to win the series best 2 out of 3. So, like for example, this week we have Maryland at Georgia Southern, as well as 5 other ones we'll talk about here at the end of the episode. But we keep standings, we keep rankings, and then we do give away a grand prize. And this year's grand prize is going to be 3 nights in Omaha for the first weekend of the College World Series. We're also going to add in 2 tickets to the first 4 games, so you can bring a guest. You and a guest can go to the 2 games on Friday, 2 games on Saturday. And then we're throwing in a $50 Uber gift card thanks to Dimitri. He said, hey, if we're going to do this, we got to throw in that Uber. Ubers in Omaha that time are pretty dang expensive. So that was his idea. And then obviously the more people that
You made
sign
that
up,
sound so lame. Like, thanks to Dimitri for $50. Here you guys
I,
go.
yeah, Dimitri is the mastermind behind the Uber gift card. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, but obviously, like the more people that sign up, the bigger the prize will be. Like we'll keep on adding in things. We'll do giveaways. We'll do like extra contests during the season. So we'll explain a little bit more later. But basically, I want to see how you guys are doing. How's everybody getting prepped for the season starting tomorrow? 24 hours away.
Actually, you want to get. Oh, shit. My phone's going off. Uh,
I'm
22 hours.
22,
22 hours.
6 to midnight. That's what I am, good sir. This is like Christmas Eve, but it's better. Speaking to your Patreon, speaking to the audience, here's the deal, man. Tell your special someone, your significant other, this isn't gambling. This isn't fantasy football. This is an ROI. This is the return on your investment. You're investing in us. You're investing in college baseball. It's safe. It's not even gambling. You're just guaranteeing yourself the trip of a lifetime to Omaha. So join us in on the fun because clearly we know what we're talking about, obviously.
No shot. We're a
Hey,
big
by the way,
eyeball test kind of podcast. We like to see the teams first before we get a feel. I mean, everybody can read the same things online about who they're returning, who they brought in. We got to see it in action. Eyeball test 85% of the time.
hey, one more thing about the Uber thing. It just gives the people an opportunity to know they can drink at the game, crush some beers in the outfield bleachers in the general admission, and then they get a free ride to the bars. They don't have to pay for it. They don't have to do anything. There's no cost opportunity. There's no cost benefit analysis. It's just plug the gift card in, free ride to the bar. Have a great weekend. That's what
Downtown
it's
Omaha is
all
sick,
about.
by the
That's what
way.
it's all about.
Downtown Omaha fucks so hard. And the good news
Yeah.
is you don't even need an Uber to the bars. You just walk outside of the stadium to the bars. Now, our chief safety officer is correct. The Uber from the bars to a properly equipped hotel that doesn't
But
cost you $2,000 a night. That's the big one right
but
there.
the
That's the
phrase
big one.
but the phrase isn't meet me there. It's beat me there. With
Oh,
that Uber gift card, you'll beat everybody there. You'll be first in line and be like, damn, it took you a while to get here. That's what it's about. That's what it's fucking about.
love it.
I'm going to share my screen real quick because I want to show everybody on the YouTube. And thanks to all the YouTube subscribers, we've gotten over 100 in like less than a week, and we really haven't promoted it too much. But anyways, we did release some more merch on our site. So let me share my screen right quick so I can just quickly scroll through. Defend the Light. This one looks sweet. It kind of reminds me of Florida and like a green and orange team there. Wow, they're drinking milkshakes. That's pretty cool. Defend Bomb. You got some red pigs with that looks really cool. Kind of reminds me of like a hog pen type of thing. Defend the Box. Some yellow and purple tigers. Not really sure what the box means, but that's cool. And then the Fun Belt. Just take the lower southeast corner of the United States behind, and as you can see, there's a lot of different animals and mascots. So we just released those. We also have like a bunch more, but you guys can check it out on our website, on our shop. And I will stop sharing my screen now because we have 7 tournaments to talk about. Kind of cool. Let me. I have them all written down. We got the Snowbird Classic. I'll just go. Look, I'll do this. This will make it easier.
Show them all.
I'm going to FridayStarters.com, and I'm going to share my screen here because they have everything organized and just makes things so much easier. So we'll start here at the Shriners Children's College Baseball Showdown. That's in Globe Life Field, Arlington, Texas. Has the teams listed here. You got Nebraska, Oregon, Tennessee, Baylor, Oklahoma, and Texas Tech. If you rearrange those letters, these logos, you get the no but out. Nebraska, Oregon, that's no. BU for Baylor. And then you got TT for Texas Tech. That's the but. And then out is the other ones. Oklahoma, OU, and Tennessee, the no but out.
Did you make that up?
It's streaming on Flow Sports. So you guys want to make a pick here? Who's gonna have the best record this weekend in this tournament?
You want me to kick this thing off? All right. So,
huh? Yeah,
I'm going to just be honest with you. Baylor and Oklahoma, no.
Okay.
I really like Oregon here. I think Oregon is going to really make a statement this weekend. They've got the pitching to make an Omaha run this year. They've got the pitching, and their lineup is pretty good. But they've got. I mean, last year I think Oregon rolled out 9 freshmen, all in high leverage situation, vital roles in game. It was all freshmen. So I really like Oregon's coming out party here. Tennessee, maybe they come out slow, maybe they come out banging. Who knows? We'll see. But I think I'm gonna go fade the public here, and I'm gonna take Oregon to win this tournament.
Wow, that's a bold statement. I was thinking Oregon had no shot to win this. You ruled out Oklahoma. I like Oklahoma, and they always play well in this ballpark.
Not this year.
They played 12 games a year here. It feels like, and they always go like 11-1. So I'll skip Jack here. I'm going to go, and then I'll let Jack kind of handle the rest there. But I like Texas Tech. I think the winner of the Tennessee Texas Tech game on Friday night will end up having the best record. Now Tennessee's not throwing Drew Beam Friday night; they're throwing him Saturday. Even though they are throwing Russell on Friday, who finished the year last year like one of the best pitchers in the country. I just think Texas Tech is similar to Oklahoma. They play a ton of games here. These guys are experienced hitting here, and they usually play well. So I'll take the Red Raiders, and I know this is going to come back and bite me, but I'm starting to feel myself being too high on Texas Tech. I'm trying to talk everybody into them, and usually
too high.
Yeah, this is a moment where I don't know. It just feels like I get let down in these chances. So I'll still take Texas Tech. Jack, who do you got?
First off, did you create no butt out?
I did.
Really. That's absolutely unbelievably astute observations. I kind of.
I tweeted it out like last May, and I said, "Someone remind me to make a graphic for the no butt out contest or showdown." And I set a reminder in my phone, and it went off in January. So
you deserve a lot of credit for that. That is beautifully done, man.
That's just how my brain's wired.
Yeah. Hey,
Yep.
There might not be a podcast that you guys don't have me on where I don't call him Big Swinging Dick Ben for a reason. It's big time stuff.
Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Give me, dude. I'm kind of with Dimitri. I don't want to go heavy on the Ducks, but I feel like they've got the indoor facilities to stay in shape and ready for first pitch because you never really know.
Oh yeah.
So,
no.
But I mean, I got to ride for the brand. I think Christian Moore goes bonkers this weekend. It doesn't matter where they play him defensively. I think his bat kind of is like the sneaky one that you're not really necessarily game planning for, with a lot of big time sticks with Blake Burke. But give me the Vols. I have to ride the most handsome man in baseball opening weekend. Give me Tony.
Hey,
Bean.
question.
Yeah.
As you can see, Tennessee and Oregon do not play each other. What if they both go 3-0?
Then I'm world's smartest fucking man.
Are we gonna go run differential?
No, rock, paper, scissors on the next pod.
Yeah,
you good with fair. That?
I like it.
All right.
Dude, I used to hate. Here's a side story. You remember in travel ball when you were like, I don't know, 8 years old to 14, and you'd play like the 2 pool play games on Saturday, and then it was all decided on run differential for seedings? I always hated that. I know that's probably the only way to do it.
How else are you going to determine who's better? You just got to pick something and roll with it.
I don't know.
No, I know. I was getting there. Like, it was probably the best way to do it, but I just always hated it. Because then you're like, man, we got to beat this team by 15 runs. Like, I feel bad for them.
I'm with you.
But you just like had to do it.
I felt like that's when we learned about intentionally hitting guys. I was on a lot of those raw into the 15 run beating. So that was when you'd give them the old middle finger guy, and you just started plunking dudes for beating you and stealing up
It's a huge life lesson. Learning how to kick somebody's ass.
Well, I used to play for a coach, like when I was 10 and 11, and he would look at like the Sunday times and he'd be like, oh man, the 2 seed plays at 8 a.m., but the 3 seed plays at 12 p.m. Like, we're going to try to be the 3 seed. We'll give up some runs intentionally not to be here at the ballpark at 6:30.
All right. Well, let's move on.
There's a lot.
That's good.
Yeah, let's move on. Also, I don't know if I said it, but shout out Friday Starters. That's a website we're on right now. Y'all go check it out. Everything is just so organized and condensed. So we got the Swig and Swine Classic right there in Jack's backyard. Jack is already in contact with a few people from a few different teams here. And you plan on going to this one, right,
Adam
Jack?
Eaton and the Sparties were in Charleston a season ago. They had to come visit the Low Country yet again. Michigan State was a lot of fun a season ago, but with the big fella, triple digits in the Low Country. Hopefully he's bringing the heat with him. Hopefully a little Pencil Talk exclusive with Mr. Brody Breck himself here coming live in a couple hours.
Yep. No, that's good. And it does say it is streaming on Highcast.
The fuck is Highcast?
I don't know what Highcast is. What the hell is Highcast?
I don't either. And I'm a hoe in the broadcasting world. I'm trying to get.
I see the money sign next to it. I'm out.
I'm gonna click it. Let's see what let's see what this goes. What the hell? You have to like have a password just to get on the website.
Do you know what I think this is? No kidding. I think that this is, you know how like travel ballparks, they do like literal YouTube like streams of the games from facilities. I think that's
a GoPro camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just like a single high camera, and they're just like letting you watch from afar.
Dude, what a shame.
I mean,
like every college baseball game should have. Yeah, they should have some sort of stream.
And I'll tell you,
Brody Breck kicking off the 2024 season on a high cam from way behind home plate. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't like that because, like, this is how you get shit going. Major League Baseball, football, they highlight their big player, their big time game early in the year to get the people going. And one of the best starters in the country is going to be on a high cam from behind home plate.
And I'll tell you this too, man, the ballpark's gorgeous. So they should want to show it off. It's right up in North Mount Pleasant. It is. I mean, you hit a ball 420 feet to left field and you're in the Wando River, like beautiful. It's right on the water. Nice. It's a great ballpark. So it's a shame that they're not kind of showcasing it.
You know, I was thinking about going to the Georgia Southern game this weekend on Saturday and Sunday with my son. Instead of driving 2 hours west, I might drive an hour and a half north and actually go to this. You said it's a nice ballpark?
Dude, it's gorgeous. Got a sweet playground for a little man too.
Ben, it's like East Cobb. Just 4 fields in a circle. But it's not like a ballpark. It's just a nice travel youth park.
It's East Cobb.
I wouldn't waste your time going up there.
Waste my time, dude. That sounds great. Are there going to be 2 games going on at once?
Yes.
No, it doesn't look
like there is. Like today.
No, there isn't. It's probably 12, 4, and 7 or something.
No, I think tomorrow there's a game at 1 and 2.
Okay. Dude, that'd be fun. Yeah. Looks like we have Michigan State, Iowa, Ball State, Merrimack, Seton Hall, and Lehigh. I mean, everybody. I mean, Iowa should run this tournament, right? If Iowa loses a game, that
The
would be a
only
bad,
game
bad
I'm
look.
okay with them losing is Ball State.
Yeah, Ball State's frisky, right?
Yeah. Seton Hall was sneaky good
Nah, it
last
don't
year.
matter.
I
With
remember
Brody Brecht on the game, first game of the year, you don't lose that game.
no, you can't lose it. But okay. Do we want to pick who we think's going to come in
Iowa,
second?
whatever. Iowa, Ball State.
I'll take Michigan State coming in
Yeah,
second.
give me Sparty. I'll take Sparty too.
Yeah. All right. Next one we have is the MLB Desert Invitational. This one's always a good one every year. Last year we saw
Grand Canyon.
Tennessee, Grand Canyon, San Diego, some Arizona. Like there was a bunch of good teams. This year we have Boston College, Ohio State, BYU, USC, Georgetown, Grand Canyon, Kansas State, and Cal. So honestly, pretty loaded. And it's going to be on MLB.com, MLB Network, and ESPN Plus. God, I love this Friday starters. Like they have the streaming. Like if it's free, if it costs money, this is big time. I mean, there's one matchup here that really jumps off the page to me. You guys want to take a guess?
I think it's Kansas State Cal, right? You want to talk about toolsy, man.
Yeah.
There's going to be like 4 first-rounders potentially in that game.
Yeah, that Kansas State Cal game is going to be one of the most underrated games of Friday night. You're looking at, I think, combined 3, maybe 4 preseason All-Americans, 4 guys on the Golden Spikes watch list. Both teams think that they can win their own conference too. Like Kansas State is not saying like we need to get in the tournament. It's like, hey, we're going to win the Big 12 this year. Cal's kind of thinking the same thing in the Pac-12.
Yep.
They're up there. I mean, they're behind Oregon State, but I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Cal went on a run. Like they return a bunch of guys from last year, and I don't know.
I think Boston
Let's see.
College.
If there's
I think
anything-
Boston College could make some noise in this tournament. Cal.
Well, you know why Boston College is intriguing is so Wofford's old head
Yep.
coach, the Wofford
Intro
Terriers.
Donato.
Yeah, he is now the head coach at Boston College, and he plays a different style of baseball than a lot of people are used to. Like Boston College is going to steal a ton of bases. They're going to hit and run. They're going to play the best defense small ball combination that you ever see at the college level. So I'm not saying they're going to be great. They probably won't make a regional in year 1, but he's going to get that Boston College team right.
You know what it is? They're not going to be a top 10 team in the country, but they're going to be a great, good team. That makes sense.
Yeah.
There's going to be a really good team.
Yeah.
They'll never finish.
Yeah.
They'll probably always hover around 30 wins every year, 35, 32, 33 wins every year, make the ACC tournament, but they'll never be great, but they'll never be terrible either. I think that's what
Mhm.
the good way
Yeah,
to
I can see that.
Yeah, Dimitri, I think great good team actually just resonated with every college team in the country. Like when you think of great good teams, you're like, oh man, this is not going to be fun. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right, you never look forward to playing them, but you're like, we should
you're
win.
like if
this
we don't
game.
execute first and thirds and bunt coverages, like we're gonna lose. It's
Yep.
gonna be a pain in the ass, and you can't.
It's like it's college baseball's version of the triple option. Like you just have to play assignment baseball to beat them, but they can get you throwing the ball all around the ballpark, walking guys, tons of errors. Like it's college baseball's version of the
All
triple
right,
option.
make your picks.
Well, wait, I want to say one more thing. This will be a good test for USC. People are really high on USC and Coach Stankiewicz over there. That Grand Canyon USC game on Saturday night is going to be must
That'll
watch.
be a good one.
Georgetown has one of the best head coaches in the country, Edwin Thompson. He turned that program around in 1 season. I think he's on year 2 now. So Georgetown's no walk in the park, and BYU usually has some pretty good arms, like 95 plus. So we'll see what they have this year. But I'll take Kansas State to win this tournament.
Give me the Cal Golden Bears.
Ooh. So if I need a mascot head to throw on, especially with college game day for baseball coming up here soon. I'll take K-State, and I'm curious to see how they use Tyson Neighbors out of the back end. Like, is he going to be strictly a ninth inning guy Friday, Saturday,
No,
Sunday?
I think
Or will they go to him like in the 7th in a much needed spot? And he's obviously got the ability to throw 2 2/3. And if they use him like that, then I think they wipe the floor. I just don't. Sometimes in college baseball, you get a little scared using your best guy, kind of seldomly.
I think Tyson Neighbors will go 2 innings Friday night, close it out 2-3 innings on Sunday, or 1 inning, whatever. I think that's what Neighbors will. Or he'll go 1 inning Friday, 2 Saturday, 1 Saturday, 2 Sunday, something like that, or 2-1, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I hope he's ready to go because they're gonna have. I just looked at their schedule; like they're gonna have to use him. Like that Cal game, the Boston College game, Georgetown. I mean, like he's gonna have to throw probably 4 or 5 innings this weekend, but he should be ramped up, ready
I
to
think
go.
he can.
Now we got the Cactus Jack HBCU Classic at Minute Maid Park. I've been to this; it is a lot of fun. I really couldn't tell you much about any of these teams, but I can tell you that their fan bases don't really like each other, and it's like it's a really good atmosphere. It's a better atmosphere than most of the Houston College Classic, the Houston Shriners College Classic, a couple weeks later. If I had to make a pick, and it's streaming for free on Astros.com, and I think the Houston Astros Twitter account always streams the game for free too. I mean, this is a shot in the dark, but I'll take Southern. I think Southern probably has had the best baseball program of the last 5 years out of these teams.
Alabama State, Southern, and Bethune-Cookman all can make an argument for that, but I agree. I'll go with
but Bethune and Alabama State.
I'll go with Grambling.
Dang it, you took my pick. Yeah, Grambling's got the best band in the country. They're so electric. Saw them this fall. I'll be different. Give me Jackson State. I think they channel inner shades of Deion Sanders on the diamond. So I'll take Jackson State. Let's roll.
Let's do it. Sanderson Ford College Baseball Classic. This is in Surprise,
Go
Arizona. It's on
further?
Flow Sports. Oh, sorry. We got New Mexico State, Oregon State, Minnesota, and Cal State Bakersfield. Dude, who was it for Oregon State that just went down for the year? It was their Saturday starter, I want to say. I don't remember his name. Anyways, Oregon State, they lost a game last year. Was it opening day to like New Mexico State in this tournament? It was a big shocker. It might have been New Mexico, or it could have been New Mexico State. But, I mean, Oregon State's got to win this tournament, right? I mean, just look at the records from last year on all of these teams. I don't know anything about Minnesota. I don't know anything about New Mexico or Cal State Bakersfield. So, yeah, I'll take Oregon State.
Yeah, I feel like it's the Beavs, and it could be a Bazana bash. Like he could hit like 5 homers. And everyone's like, "Oh, let's go! That's the guy."
Right. Oh yeah, he could easily have a big weekend. Put his name up there at the top of the Golden Spikes watch list. All right, Jack, you're also going to make an appearance here, right? Baseball at the Beach.
The SID,
Conway, South Carolina.
Awesome to work with. I'm stoked to get down to Conway. 4 tournament teams from a season ago. One of them, we might be looking at the future national champions. I think we all know the Pats, who I'm talking about. But all joking aside, this is going to be a lot of fun. Going to have exclusive interviews with all 4 coaches, and we're going to get some flops on the ground pencil talk interviews as well. This is going to be really cool because, Ben, I'm about as high on the Hoosiers, I think, as you are. And I think like coming down, they haven't played a ton outside with it being a winter up in Bloomington. Duke feels really good about returning a lot of studs. That offense is going to be stupid. Derek Bender and the boys down at Coastal, he bought a couple of Dimitri shirts. He told you they're as sexy as they come when it comes to baseball apparel. So we're big on the Shants. And then George Mason, what do I need to say? Led by a guy who the last time George Mason beat Coastal Carolina was in 1996. Sean Camp, a 12-year MLB vet, was on the mound. They take care of business this weekend. No questions asked.
So you have George Mason beating Coastal, Duke, and Indiana.
Grab your brooms. It's a mess.
If they do that and D1 baseball does not rank them in the top 25, they're cowards because that's about as good of a resume as you're going to get.
They're not patriots.
They're not real patriots. All right, ready? We're here to make content. We're here to splash some headlines. When George Mason sweeps, I will go get the Star Bolt tattooed on my thigh Sunday night in Conway, South Carolina.
I might have to make that promise with you too. If George Mason wins all 3 of these games, I might have to get the Star Bolt and might have to throw futures down on them to get to
For the brand, by the brand. We're all in.
The price will be too high at that point.
Yeah, it's true. But guys,
you know what?
I'm looking I'm looking at 3 of these teams. Like, I think there's a good chance we see at least one of them in Omaha. Between Coastal, Duke, and Indiana. I'm sorry, Jack. I don't think George Mason's going to make that trip to Omaha, but if they do, that'd be cool. But these are all 3 Omaha teams that, like, I'm considering, like, legitimately betting on to get to Omaha. Indiana, it's going to be really good. I'm high on them. I'm really high on Duke. And then Coastal Carolina, like, it was funny. D1 Baseball put out like sleeper picks for Omaha, and I think they had Coastal Carolina as like their biggest sleeper. Like, we're past the point at them being a sleeper. Like, they're year in, year out just really good.
Them and East Carolina
So
are not sleeper.
yeah,
They
like
host
you can't consider them sleepers when
Hey,
everybody's talking
Ben,
about
I
them.
know you're in the middle of writing the college baseball script. I need you to add to there. The Patriots blow
Okay.
their load opening weekend, take college baseball by storm, miss the postseason. That is the storyline of the George Mason Patriots. They're going to sweep this weekend, blow their load, and they're going to be dog shit the rest of the year. With that being said, I'm taking the Duke Blue Devil.
Okay.
Doesn't
Okay.
it feel like that 3 of these teams could legitimately host this season, though? Like, to your point, like,
Oh, easily,
it
yeah.
feels like
You can see 2 hosts out of this tournament.
I mean, this is gonna be loaded. This is gonna be a ton of fun, man.
Like, you're potentially looking at the ACC champion if Duke just somehow takes down Wake Forest. Coastal could win the Sun Belt, and Indiana could win the Big Ten. Like,
I
they
mean,
could all
George
3
Mason
host
can
a
win the
regional.
A10.
Yeah.
4
Yeah.
conference champions
Yeah.
would be crazy opening week 1.
I
And
mean,
too, like, they got better on the mound. Like, the pitching wedge boys who I'm gonna be talking with this weekend, like, they got 4 dogs on the mound this year. Like, they got deeper in a place that they needed to. Like, they're gonna be a lot better. It's gonna be fun.
I mean, George Mason can knock off St. Louis, and I know we took Dayton in the A10, but George Mason can easily win the A10. That's like, and then Indiana wins the Big 12, the Big 10. Duke finds a way to win the ACC, which would be crazy, and Coastal wins the Sun Belt, the Fun Belt. That would this turn.
Yeah.
You would look back in this tournament and be like, "Damn, that shit was loaded."
And, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure they weren't gonna stream this on ESPN Plus until, Noah from College Baseball Central, like, tweeted about it earlier this week, and then they decided to put it on ESPN Plus. So
Are
thank
you
God they
sure?
did because yeah, I remember seeing that earlier this week. I don't know if he deserves all the credit. I really just briefly remember seeing that, but I think he played a big part into it.
Highly
So,
skeptical, but whatever.
um, yeah, I'm gonna take Coastal to win this tournament, even though I do love Duke and I do love Indiana. I think Coastal's out. I mean, last year there was a lot of question marks and like the pitching just never came. But if they focused on recruiting and getting guys, right on the mound, they should win. I mean, that Sunday night game against Duke, I think will decide the
I like
winner.
that.
So I'll take Coastal Carolina at home. They just love hitting in that ballpark. Even though Duke did win, I just remember Duke won the
I was gonna
regional
say,
there
so this
last
is like
year.
literal that Sunday night game will be quite literally game 4 of that regional where Duke went in
Super.
and just had more
I
depth.
mean, yeah, regional. Sorry.
Yeah, it was sick. I was there. It was a Monday night. I had a shit ton of popcorn. It was awesome.
All right, we got the USF baseball tournament. Great name there. They really took the time to name it the USF baseball tournament in USF Baseball Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Dude, low key guys, this is another loaded tournament. Louisville, Indiana State, UConn, and South Florida. All 4 of those teams, I think, are going to be much better than last year. Maybe not Indiana State. I think they'll be about the same. You can't get much better than what they did, but like Louisville, I think they're a dark horse to
It's
make it to
Louisville.
Omaha. South Florida,
It's
huh?
Louisville, not Louisville.
Dude, you're so wrong. Like I'm glad you said that because now it's actually like
I
Louisville.
know the local
You're
in that city in Kentucky say Louisville, but it's Louisville. You don't say
No, it's
Louisville
not.
Slugger. You say Louisville Slugger.
It's a brand, dude.
The same
They
shit.
can be
The
called
hell are you
whatever they
talking
want.
about?
Dude, I'm telling you, you're about to open up a can of worms and people from Louisville are gonna
Come at
look.
me.
You
Come
have
at
me
me. It's
saying
not
it now.
Louisville.
I think I just said Louisville.
The same way people say
Damn, dude.
tournament. It's not tournament. It's tournament. Same shit. It's not Louisville. It's Louisville.
All right. Anyways, I mean, didn't somebody pick South Florida to win the AAC here, or was I dreaming?
Huh?
I didn't. Did you?
Did somebody pick South Florida to beat ECU this year in the AAC?
Wait, was it
Oh,
you?
me. I said I could see it happening.
Yeah,
South Florida to finish second.
Let's see here. I'm looking at the matchups. Like the biggest game I think will be this UConn Louisville game, but Louisville Indiana State Friday, like game one starters. Nope, that's actually my pick. Louisville Indiana State, the winner of that, I think will win this tournament. I'll take Louisville.
I want to take Louisville too. Louisville. Oh, sorry. What is it? Whatever. I'm taking South Florida.
That was so unnecessary what you just did there. So unnecessary.
Dude,
People probably just turned their. There's nobody else listening now. We're actually just talking to nobody.
They just shut off their podcast app or YouTube. They just shut off and said, dude, I'm so tired of this guy.
Yeah.
You guys,
anyways, we can say whatever we want now. Nobody's
okay.
listening.
I like it. That means when I take Indiana State here, no one's going to call me blasphemous or egregious for making the pick. Like, go Moors. I'm all in on the 6.
It's going to be a sick year, man. Snowbird Classic. Multiple ballparks in Port Charlotte, Florida. We got Maine, Pitt, Illinois State, St. Louis, St. Thomas. Wait a minute. How is Michigan State playing?
Is this the next weekend?
No, it's
like a 2-week
first
long
weekend.
Yeah, you can see the 16th to the 18th, and then
Okay, I was like, dude, if Michigan State
has
year,
look, it's like you're right.
Yeah, I know.
2 weekends.
Yeah, so it covers 2 weeks. So we'll just focus on this first till the 18th. Can you guys see that? Where we cut it off at Maine against Pitt. I mean, Illinois State, I know a lot of people like
really
them
have
as a
to talk about
sleeper.
this? Can we just scroll to the next one? Who cares about this one?
Some people might care.
Well, they can go somewhere else and find this information. Just make your
pick.
pick.
Put you in timeout. I will mute your mic.
the horn. I love it.
Yeah. It's on Flow Sports. I'll take Pitt. Who do you guys like?
Dude, give me the Billikens.
Give me the Billikens from St. Louis.
Yeah.
Okay.
8-10.
All right, and that concludes the 7 tournaments there. So I'll stop sharing my screen. That was fun. Shout out Friday starters.
We're all big.
How long? We've been 30 minutes into this thing. Okay, great. All right, let's pick our College World Series champion, and then we'll get into our weekend series pick-em. Sound good? All right, I'm gonna go first. There was a lot of people that didn't listen to the pod. They were mad at me for giving my Omaha 8, even though I said, listen, I don't want to recycle the same 8 to 12 teams. I'm going to give you 8 more teams that could make it to Omaha. I'll put it on the graphic. It wasn't clickbait. It wasn't, rage bait. It was just, I could not see the same 8 teams one more time on Twitter for Omaha 8. So my College World Series champion this year is going to be the Arkansas Razorbacks. I think they finally break the curse.
You don't even have the
points
Omaha
to them.
8.
I know, dude. But I told you on. Okay, you're messing with me now. Okay, that was funny. I said I would have like Dallas Baptist and Arkansas on these teams in my Omaha 8. But anyways, I'll take the Arkansas Razorbacks. I think there's just too much that's pointing to them finally breaking the curse, led by Hagen Smith. I think you can get him plus 1,100 right now if you wanted to bet it. Dimitri, go.
Oh, why do I have to go?
Look locked in. That's why I thought I was pausing for a little bit of suspense for the boy.
I really see. Why did you have to pick Arkansas? Because I keep thinking this is the year. I want it to happen for them. I want to see those fans just enjoy it. Finally, Mississippi State got to enjoy it. Ole Miss got to enjoy it. LSU got they paid for that championship, whatever. It doesn't really count. So I want to see someone to get it, an Arkansas's turn. But the Mike Martin magic might be too strong.
You really believing in that?
No,
huh?
I don't really believe in it, but could you imagine he doesn't, like, as soon as he passed away, Florida State gets their first national championship?
No, I'm all aboard that. I think that's like a real storyline.
It's a real storyline. It's not some made up shtick, whatever. It's a real storyline. But I think my College World Series final is going to be Florida versus Oregon State. And then the Gators take home the trophy. Sully just signed up
Okay.
freaking another massive contract, like over $1.8 million a year. He's going to get their money's worth year one in that extension.
And Jack Caglione seals the deal as one of the greatest college players of all time. I like it.
I don't know. Dylan Cruz and
Love
Paul
that.
Skeens would like to have a word.
Yeah, that's true. Man, I'm in this place where in Omaha this year, it feels like the SEC has had their run and now we're going for an outlier, which is insane because I could see 4 or 5 teams in the SEC making a run. I think 9 of them could host a regional. Like it feels like this is as dominant as the SEC has been in close to a decade, which means that they can't win it again this year. It is the year of the mid-major though. And Ben did his math. He did his homework. Every 8 years, it's like the second Olympics. A mid-major runs away with this thing. I'm stuck. I think Troy has got the pitching to win this thing this year. I think Northeastern returning as many youngsters as they have on the mound that had the number 2 ERA in college baseball last year and a really good conference will be battle tested, and they have a good chance to win it this year. I do think UCSB on the West Coast that everyone's really high on, I think they have a chance to win it. But if I were to take one singular mid-major, I don't know how I could live with myself. The team that I feel like not a ton of people are talking about is Texas. I've got them in my Omaha 8, and I think that like their run back to Omaha is finally solidified. Pierce marks himself as a Longhorn legend, and plus 3,500 for the Longhorns to win a national.
Yeah, that's too high.
Right?
Way too high.
I mean, dude, the value there seems nuts. So yeah, I think a mid-major is going to win it, but in my true heart of hearts, I can't get myself to just pick one. So give me the Longhorns. I say hook them. I think that their run starts under Pierce and they get it done this year.
Did you guys see their new cleats?
I can almost see. Yeah, their cleats.
Oh.
are
Garcia, Texas, out of Omaha. Talk about a flex. That's badass.
That's so cool.
Badass.
Yeah, and like they have LeBaron Johnson, who's like probably one of the most like MLB electric stuff
By the way,
out there.
By the way, everyone keeps talking about his changeup and slider. Now, one person is talking about, like, saying anything about his splitter. And I don't know if they are classifying it as a changeable. Well, it's a splitter. It is a splitter,
Yeah,
and it is a
it's gross.
wipeout splitter.
Yeah.
He was nasty. I think he pitched against Mercer last year in a midweek, and I remember he was a freshman, so maybe the second week of the
Last
season.
year, 2 years ago, right?
Dude, maybe it was 2 years. That's what it
He's
was.
a
I was
junior.
like, it feels. Yeah, it was definitely 2 years ago. No, it was last year.
Yeah, because last year he was like a
But he was a sophomore last year.
Yeah, but I think a redshirt freshman. I think he's had 2 years under his belt. Like that last year was his first year.
No, because he was doing midweek.
All right.
He
I'm
was
looking
doing
it up right
midweeks 2 years ago, like random midweek, but he wasn't pitching much because he just couldn't like quite figure it out, get it going. Last year, he pitched a big midweek again, Texas A&M.
Yeah, it clicked late.
Then he started clicking last year, and then he went into the weekend at the end. Yeah, and then so this is his third year.
Yeah, and if they get a healthy Witt back on the mound too, like they can use him in a lot of different ways, and it just feels like they've got the pedigree and they've got the veterans to go take care of it this season.
What happened to the lefty Gordon? Did he get drafted or is he still there? I can't remember.
The White Sox drafted him late.
Okay. I figured. I thought he was gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, LeBaron. Hey, that guy, it will be fun to watch. If you want to throw your TV on and watch some game, throw on the Longhorn Network to watch LeBaron Johnson.
Yeah, he also. They also have Tanner Witt too, coming back off an injury, so he's going to be nasty. I mean, he was a big piece of their team 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I was
So cool. So Arkansas, Texas, and then who'd you pick, Dimitri?
I took Florida.
Florida. Okay. All right, let's do our weekend series pick 'em, and then we'll wrap it up and send everybody off to go enjoy the full college baseball season. Yay! So we have 6 series here, and we're going to pick the winner of the best 2 out of 3, and then at the end we'll do our survivor pick. Now, we talked about the Patreon page, the weekend series pick 'em. It is a lot of fun. Every week you get 6 series to choose from. You got to pick a winner for each one, and we'll keep the standings. It's great. So if you guys haven't, just go to our website 11.7.com.
Sign up.
and we'll get you qualified for the grand prize. And then the Survivor, like the way the Survivor works is you just pick one, like whichever one you think is the lock of the weekend, you pick it. If they win 2 out of 3, you advance to the next week. If you lose, then you're eliminated. Last year we had about 100 and something people. It came down to the final weekend. It was electric, and it came down to a tiebreaker. But yeah, here are the 6 series we chose. We have Maryland at Georgia Southern. I'm thinking about going on Saturday if I don't go to Charleston. Virginia Tech at Charlotte. Wright State at Louisiana. San Jose State at UC San Diego, which is 5 minutes from where Dimitri's at right now. UC Santa Barbara at Campbell, and Northeastern at Arizona. And that Northeastern at Arizona, I'm just going to double check this, but it's a 3-game series, right?
The Northeastern one?
Yeah,
I mean, just click on
I'm
their
starting
name.
to feel
Just
like
click
it's,
on their name on the page. It'll tell you. It'll take them to their page.
yep, 3 games at Arizona. Okay, thank God. Wow. And then Northeastern goes, I'll give you guys $5 if you know who they're playing next after Arizona. Don't look. You're looking. I saw
Who?
you.
I already know
You.
who they're playing because I'm built all.
Oh, Jack, what team is Northeastern playing in the midweek?
It feels like a weird one. Give me.
It is.
Some people call them semi-pro.
What?
Nobody calls them
Jackie
semi.
Moon? Corn Dogs Jackie?
No. Semi-pro level talent.
No, gotcha. I don't know. Is it Arizona State? Are they just going down the road?
No, they're playing the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah, fucking semi-pro. That's pretty good.
Yeah, their spring training facility.
But
So
hold up,
hopefully
hold
they'll
up.
get some RPI points from that.
Think about, look, Sunday, so the Thursday, they fly out to Phoenix or Tucson. Sunday night. Oh, sorry. They don't play midweek. They're playing the Red Sox on a Friday. That's really interesting. Normally,
Oh, it's not midweek.
Yeah,
It's
what are they
Friday.
playing on the weekend?
Normally they play I used to love when I was a kid. I would watch the college teams play the MLB teams in spring training, but it was always like a Tuesday and Wednesday day game.
Yeah, but that's interesting. But anyways, we'll start here. Maryland at Georgia Southern. I personally think Maryland's not going to be as good this year. They lose, Rob Vaughn to Alabama, the head coach. A lot of the players transferred out. They just kind of have to rebuild the program. Now, Maryland still has like an MLB coaching staff, or maybe not MLB, but like professional. Like feels like their whole coaching staff is like former professional guys. So they'll be fine. I think Georgia Southern has a huge advantage here. They have a legitimate home field advantage with the 30-foot right field wall. It's a good student section. Usually play well at home. So I'm taking Georgia Southern here. I want to go on Saturday, but I might go to Charleston.
I think this is a hard one to pick because you can see the Georgia Southern, the team school down south, defending home turf. You got a northern team coming down, but I still think Maryland. I think people are kind of want to say sleeping on them, but you're forgetting like this is still one of the best teams in the Big 12 Big 10 over the last 3-4 years. It's not like all of a sudden they're terrible. Like they're still a good team. They've still got some talent in the cupboard. So I'm going to go with the Terps. But I could totally see Georgia Southern winning this series as well.
Yeah, I'll take the most romantic college baseball environment in the country and Ben's Omaha 8 squad that I know everyone was really excited to see him pick. Give me the Eagles.
All right, nice. Yeah, I mean it's just going to be tough for Maryland to replace like Matt Shaw and a few of the guys that got drafted last year, and a head coach. I mean, first year head coach usually it's tough to get the guys ready week 1. You got a lot of moving parts. Second series here, we got Virginia Tech at Charlotte, which low-key is almost must watch. Both of these teams are going to be really good this year, I think. Virginia Tech had that amazing 2022 season, number 4 overall seed. I think they won the ACC that year. They lost a lot from that team. Last year was more of like a rebound type of year, but I think they reloaded. They look good on paper. Charlotte, 31 new guys, all transfers for the most part, either junior college or transfer portal. So they're going to be an old salty team. I like Charlotte to win this series, and I think they might, dude. I think they might put up 50 runs. Like I think they're going to be super offensive in their home ballpark. Weather's going to be nice. I think even though they got 5 guys drafted in the top 5 rounds last year, if I'm not mistaken, like they're going to be very offensive. I talked to the head coach on the phone. Maybe there's a little bit of a bias in me, but
We're bribed.
he's pretty high on his squad this year, so I'll believe him.
I'm not talking to any
Coach
head
Woodard, by the
coaches.
way.
I don't do any of that stuff. Just give me the Virginia Tech Hokies. It's that simple. 31 new guys. You ain't winning opening weekend.
Are they going to be allowed to do the home run hammer this year?
Yeah, they just opened their
They
dugout.
took it away from them last year.
They found that loophole.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. They
Yeah,
did.
they just open
They
the
found
fence
a
and they go in
loophole.
and make their dugout super big hammer time, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. The loophole was let's take
Yeah,
the behind space, make it a little bit more dangerous, then allow the boys to party. Give me the OG of the hammer time. Carson DiMartini, I think D1 Baseball ranked him the 3rd best third baseman in baseball. He's a fucking animale. Give me the Hokies.
Sweet. All right, now we have Wright State at Louisiana. This is going to be some fun baseball to watch. Both teams play fast. They play just almost reckless at times. Like they'll get outs on the bases. Like they'll do, I don't know. Like it's just hard-nosed baseball. Like guys that you want playing for you in your team. Bunch of dirt bags. Wright State, I was high on them last year. I think they could have won that Terre Haute regional. But give me Louisiana. Like that first weekend at home every year, it feels like they always sweep. They beat UC Irvine a couple years ago. The first weekend, these boys are ready to play. Matt Deggs knows what he's doing, and I mean, I'm not bought in 100% yet, but feels like a lot of people are high on this Raging Cajun team, which is good. They like when the Raging Cajuns are good, it's good for college baseball. Great fan base, kind of like LSU 2.0. Very similar vibes, so I'll take the Raging Cajuns.
I think so. We don't have Louisiana in our mid-major preseason top 25, and for good reason. Like I'm not saying they can't be good this year, but we did our research. On paper, they're not supposed to be that good this year. Can they be good? Of course, but they lost a lot on the mound. If I remember correctly, they lost a lot on the mound. They just had a couple big holes to fill in the lineup offensively. So this team, I mean, there's just some teams that are always going to be good. They're never going to be so bad where you're just like, wow, they suck. But the difference between being 4th in the Sun Belt and champion in the Sun Belt is pretty big. Like you have to that's a big difference. So I think Louisiana could be a 3rd place team in the Sun Belt, but we just didn't put them in our mid-major top 25. But I do think they're going to have a good year. And I'm going to take Louisiana this weekend. Defend the Tigers, baby.
Yeah. Wright State's a walking regional team. It feels like every year we just constantly see them there. But the word of the weekend is drunk. The whole state of Louisiana is going to be drunk. Give me the Raging Cajuns. It was never a doubt.
Yep. Wow. So I mean, that's pretty much a lock for Wright State. We all 3 pick Louisiana. Wright State's going to go in there and
that was
sweep
the
them.
first. That's the first clean sweep across the board that we've had.
I might actually just put Wright State in my survivor pick. Just kind of play
both
ways.
Bro, go get you. I know it's freaking like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Go get you a water, man. Mix in a water every now and then. I know you've been sounding those Coors Lights all morning.
Yeah. San Jose State at UC San Diego. This is a toss-up, man. On paper, they are very similar teams. Like they had both very successful seasons last year and are returning a whole bunch. Both in our mid-major top 25. I'm flipping a coin here. I'm taking the road team, San Jose State. Don't have very many reasons why. This was a coin flip, an actual coin flip. I flipped a coin for this.
Always about the coin.
Give me
I have no reason.
Of UC San Diego and La Jolla, California. I think Ryan Forcucci is going to get this team rolling. What's his name?
I love that name. You might sell me to switch here. Ryan, what? Forcucci? Love that.
For the Coochie. That's literally his name. For the
Yeah.
Coochie.
Eat for the coochie.
But there's your
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm almost switching now.
there's
go
your-
look at our prospect board. It's Ryan Forcucci. They're ace. They're Friday night guy. Superstar. He's going to be really good. But yeah, I like UC San Diego at home. It's beautiful and sunny out here. Not a cloud in the sky. Good vibes for the Triton.
For the Triton, for the Coochie. My West Coast bias isn't kicked in quite yet, but I'm fucking riding with my boy Dimitri. For the Coochie.
That's a
Serious
great name.
viral t-shirt, fellas. Congratulations, Dimitri. Give me the San Diego. Duh. Anytime he's on the mound, I'm betting on them.
It is still a shame that UC San Diego is still not eligible for the
So
postseason. Like,
stupid,
they won the Big
dude.
West
Let him
last
in.
year. So stupid.
Maybe that's what we should
They
do
went
this
from
year.
D2 to D1 and they won the Big West last year. Still not postseason eligible. That's just crazy.
Let the boys. Hey, that's what
Uh,
we should fight for this year. Let the Triton play in the post.
The NCAA will not
I know.
care. They will not care about a team in San
They're worried
Diego
about.
in
They're
baseball.
worried about Tennessee dragging their ass all over the courtroom right now.
Yeah. All right, we got the Gauchos at the Campbells. Great mascot matchup. UC Santa Barbara, first weekend of the series or of the season, travels to Buies Creek, or is it Boys Creek? Boys.
Buoys.
Wait, how do you say it?
Buoys?
Honest, I've always said buoy.
Yeah, no, but it's buoys. But I
Buies Creek,
Is it
North
Bowie?
Carolina, to take on the Fighting Camels or the Fighting Camels of Campbell. This is going to be must-watch television. I'm so curious about this Campbell team that has a ton of new faces, but like they've built that reputation where good players are going to go play there. UC Santa Barbara on the other hand, they can really pitch. They return a lot of guys from the lineup. I'm going with the Gauchos here, just because it's the first weekend. Now, if this was an April matchup, I might lean Campbell because the new guys have a little bit more experience. But I'm gonna trust Matt Agee gets them off to a Friday night win, and they just win one of the next two. So give me the Gauchos.
Check it. Gonna have the Gaucho boys ready. Bang! Like a cowboy Gaucho, baby. Give me the Gauchos rolling in the Buies Creek. Hey, man, the YouTube people are lucky they get video now. They used to only hear my voice. They didn't see my stupid antics behind the camera.
I'm going to clip
I
that.
I think they're gonna get on top of the camel and say, "You are my BITCH." Give me the Gauchos in Buies Creek.
I like it. I asked Matt Agee back in July what the hell a gaucho was. He informed me it was a Hispanic cowboy. With that knowledge, who wins in the A gap? A camel or a fighting cowboy? To me, this early in the year, having to make that flight, Matt Agee on Friday night, I already told you that the Gauchos are my favorite to go to Omaha. But if you thought I was going to go two selections in a row where all three of us take the same team, we'd be idiots. Be morons. We'd be setting ourselves up to failure. As a true guy here for the brand, I got to take the Camels just so we don't look like morons. Give me Campbell.
A lot of people are going to be happy with you. Campbell Nation is rabid. People love Campbell. We love Campbell. We've been with them since they were good. 2019 when we got started, it felt like was when they really started taking off. But sometimes you just got to let them go and see if they come back to you.
Yeah,
So
I do want to say something about that. Good, you reminded me. We have been on the Camel bandwagon since the beginning.
Day one.
We
literally day
play
one.
the damn music. That's us. Get the Camels going. That's us. So
I like it.
All the success to Justin here and Campbell. We are one of you guys. We love the Camel. I want them to be good, but we also got to be subjective here. We cover college baseball. We got to pretend to be subjective, Yeah,
I don't pretend. But you did recruit a good Big South guy in the sense that in 2015 when Coastal won the national championship, you guys do remember that there was a year that Campbell won 51 games in a college baseball season and did not make a regional. The Big South was that bad at times. This is real.
I remember.
Really?
You don't remember this?
I don't remember.
They were
Campbell. Campbell went bonkers. I think it was 2014. They won like 50 games.
Yeah, they didn't get in.
Large. Oh, they were unbelievable.
Ben, we talked about this.
I don't remember that.
They didn't play anybody. Okay, granted, they didn't play anybody that year with a soft cupcake schedule.
Yeah, they played guys like me. That was the issue.
But that was Liberty. It was Liberty, Coastal, and Campbell. And Campbell went off, but they just didn't get in.
Because Coastal ended up winning the Big South Championship. 2 years later, Coastal ends up winning the national championship. And because no one respected the Big South, everyone started to trickle out and leave. So now Campbell has finally escaped the Big South. And now they're going to go play amongst the big boys in the CAA.
Well, don't forget, they're not in the Big South anymore.
That's what I just said. Yeah, that's what I just said. I was saying now they're
I
playing.
have a hard time hearing. We all know that.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. We're good. We're good. It's all love. CAA is going to be loaded though this year, and I feel like you're going to gotta be battle tested week in and week out. And I think there could be 5 teams that can win that conference. So I mean, they kind of got their wish. Now let's go, because I think they're in probably a 2-bid league again this year. So I'm curious. It'll be. I think you're right though. I think that is the matchup of the weekend in a 3-game set.
No doubt. All right, last series here. Everybody's kind of dark horse for Omaha. Northeastern travels to Arizona, and I mean, I'm torn on this one too. I want to see. Arizona's a good team for the eyeball test. I want to see Arizona play baseball, because they lost some like crucial guys from their lineup last year, like Chase Davis. Just forgot the shortstop's name, but he was there 4 years. And they say that Arizona has better pitching this year. I need to see it first. I think Northeastern is legit. Jack's talked him up all year. Pretty much every media outlet has talked him up. They returned almost everybody from a dang good team last year. Preseason All-American, Mike Sirota. Dude, I'm going to take Northeastern, but like, don't be surprised if Arizona just like puts it on Northeast. Like, Arizona recruits the best talent on the West Coast. Like, they're a blue chip out there. I just have to see it first. Arizona could be really good. They were in Omaha, 2 years ago? 2020 or 2021 they were in Omaha, not 22 or 23. I don't know. I'm taking Northeastern. We'll see. Oh, wait, actually, no, I'm not. I forgot I submitted my picks already.
You can always
And I think I picked Arizona.
Stay over there. No, stay on the Northeastern side.
Yeah, I'm gonna submit it again, but I think I did put Arizona on the first
Nobody
time.
wants you on this side. Could be rolling with the Wildcats of Arizona. I think Northeastern is going to be good. When it comes to May, they're going to be one of the best teams in the country. But this weekend, I think you're flying across the country. You're going to the West Coast. You got some jitters. You got so much preseason hype. Let it get punched in the mouth a little bit, and then get ready to go. I think this is going to be a great weekend for them for Glavin to be like, guys, we came across the coast. We got 1. We didn't get 2. We didn't get the series, but we got 1. Now let's go back home. Let's get ready to work. We're got all the jitters out. We got everything out. Now it's time to play ball. So I think that's going to be what this weekend is going to be like. Hey, they're going to play good. They're just not going to get the series done. They're not going to get the job done. I think Arizona wins this one, and then Northeastern gets going.
I think you're both spot on. I'm kind of stuck in the middle of being like, man, I've been so excited about this team since last March.
If you don't take Northeastern,
You're a fraud.
No, hey, you got to hear me out, man. This is a selfish pick here. I've already said I think they could win the Natty, but I want to be the only one that knew about them, right? Isn't that selfish as hell? Like, I hate that the whole world's all over like my sleeper, right? Like my underdog Huskies, baby. I almost want them to get punched in the mouth so hard that everyone's like, oh, they were fraudulent. I'm out on them.
Yeah.
And I rode the storm with them. Or do I just go, hey, man, Mike Lavin's awesome. Sirota and Cam Maldonado are sick. Avon Cabral on Friday night's a dog. And say, hey, man, I'm ride or die for these boys. So I've been in between. Of course I'm going to take the Huskies. I'm a mid-major junkie for the brand. But you see my point, though. Like, hey, leave. I want the bandwagon to myself, baby.
I see your point, but it's not a very good one. Anyways,
yeah. I didn't say I had great points. I just thought I had one.
Hold on to that 1 point. Strong. All right, boys. Well, that pretty much does it. You guys have any final thoughts?
Survivor
thoughts? Yep. Patreon, Survivor.
No, make your Survivor
weekend
pick.
series pick. Oh, dude, I thought you were just referencing it. My Survivor pick, I'll take I'll take Louisiana. I think it's gonna be popular.
Damn, dude, this is hard. I think if I was gonna, I'm not even kidding when I say this. I think Santa Barbara is the safest play here. I mean, Louisiana and Santa Barbara, my two safest plays.
Yeah.
Give me Santa Barbara, dude. I'm gonna be out of the survivor pool after week 1. I just know now this is how it's gonna happen.
I have terrible news, Ben. As much as for the brand I am, I was going to take Northeastern, but I was like, nah, I want to win this thing, so I'm going to go with the knockdown sweep of the week here. Give me the drunk individuals of Louisiana, the Raging Cajuns sweep this thing. Like I really don't.
I think they're gonna be the most popular pick.
I
by
know,
far.
which tells me what we're done. So we're done. So yeah,
It's
I'm all
all
in the
right.
Raging
It's
Cajuns. Already
all right.
locked in. Yeah, let's do it.
Whoa, my camera got super dark now, huh?
Yeah, that's a good time. It's been an hour. Let's wrap up the show there. Appreciate all of our followers. You know, we're bootstrapped in, ready to go for this season, year 6. If you guys ever need us, you know, reach out to us on email or Patreon or Twitter DMs, whatever. But we're ready. I mean, it's gonna be a long season, but it's gonna go by quick. So y'all buckle up. Tell a couple people to follow college baseball this year. They won't regret it. And yeah, that's all I got.
Buy merch.
We good?
Sign up for the survivor pool. Sign up for the pick'em. I know you want 3 free nights in Omaha. I know you want 2 free tickets to every game of the first weekend of the College World Series. So you know what you need to do? You go to 11point7.com, click Patreon, click sign up, slam your picks in, and let's ready to rumble.
Be like Derek Bender,
That
go
was
buy
great.
merch. Dimitri made 6 shirts.
That
Go
was
buy
great.
'em.
Sweet. All right, we're out. See ya.